Hello everyone, Busy Gamer Dad back again, picking up where we left off from our previous run with Triangle Strategies. We just concluded the, we'll say the narrative episode, where we were basically closing out the chapter after we cleared off Teleor and Rufus. We found out that, unfortunately, Gustadolf is going to marry Roland's sister, and a ruse of a wedding. It's not good. We'll have to figure out what happens there in the future. Folks had fallen and on the battlefield. We knew that was going to happen. That's really kind of summing it up. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on. Oh, there was also a side story up here with Svarog. I don't know who that is. I think it's Brigand's father, so maybe there's some relation there, but he was just some noble and some side story that we saw. That's all I know about it right now. But right now we have more pressing issues where Sorsley, one of the Saintly Seven, has offered us food and money and relief, but now he's coming to collect on that debt in a bad way. I don't know how bad. We'll find that out when we go to this Scales event, but basically I'm guessing that he wants us to do something that we shouldn't be doing, and we'll get into that as well right now. But why did the coach put a frog in the outfield?
Yet another problem has arisen.
They were good at catching flies.
I would like to ask everyone what they think.
All right, cool. Off to the races we go. Off to the races we go.
Benedict, if you would.
Looks like we're pretty good there. Yes, Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Esfrost.
So this is delivering cargo to Esfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
Ah, okay, so it's salt that is not going through the proper channels, therefore he's not paying proper taxes on it and levies on it.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
Yeah.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
It's ridiculous to me that this is...
But consider this, agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Yeah, we don't... It's not... There's no proof, though. I mean, we know that he asked us to move it, but it's salt. There's not, like, a tag to him in any way, shape, or form. You can put it in unconspicuous boxes and bins and whatever, and there's no way it would be traced back to him at all because it's not on anyone's ledgers. Well, I guess technically it's on the ledger that he has.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
I wonder if we would have to find a way to get that ledger. I don't know how we would do that, though.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Yeah, but it's going to be our word against his, and he's one of the Saintly Seven.
Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzan's Saintly Seven.
See, there we go. See? Told you.
His connections run
she
far
knows.
deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him.
Yep.
I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
I just realized, Roland's wearing the mask and the hat. Like,
one false move and
he's amongst friends. He shouldn't be doing that. But alright, whatever.
Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant,
okay,
or become a silent accomplice.
All right, I'm interested to see the split. Who's
Bring
on
the
what
scales.
side.
It is time to make our choice.
Sounded like everyone was pretty much in one camp or another, though. So I don't know what the distribution's going to be. We managed to survive the battle, but the situation around us grows ever more complex. The decision before us now will greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. Okay, so Roland, Gila, and Huette, all three want to transport the salt. Benedict, Frederica, and Erebor all say reported to Hyzanth, even though we don't have any, we'll say, good evidence and legal ground. And then Donna's undecided. Let's start with Huette, or start with Frederica, because she's on this side. I'm going with the transport, the illegal salt, because I want to find out more about Svarog and see what that's about. Because if we go to Hyzanth, that's the opposite direction, and I don't think we have legal standing anyways to do anything against him. And if we go to report this to Hyzanth, they're just going to look at us like we're idiots, because we don't have any true evidence or anything that really convicts Sorsley, and it's just our word against someone of this, one of the Saintly Seven, which is someone that's really ingrained in their hierarchy. I know that it means that even more will have to go without salt in the duchy, but still, I believe we should go to Hyzanth and bring these crimes to light. Oh geez, stone wall. We'll try it. Please, Cyrano, I must know why you are opposed to exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes. There's time and place for peace. We did unlock this one. Sorsley's one of the Saintly Seven. Proving guilty would be a struggle even with evidence. I like this one. I like this one. I'm glad we unlocked it. I think that's going to be the one I go with, because the other two don't read like they have enough conviction to sway somebody. Indeed, Minister Sorsley's work is greatly benefited the Hierophant for many years. He must have great influence in the Holy State. If we went to them now, desperate as we are and lacking proof, there's a chance they would not believe us. Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
I admit I am more than curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorsley's illicit dealings. Oh, we got another unlocked one. What was it? Our relations with Esfrost are strained enough as it is, and I would rather not make any more enemies. Well, Esfrost is trying to kill us, so I don't think there's any difference to that. I wish to know Esfrost's true intentions. Might glean some new information. That's not bad. I heard rumors of Minister Exarm, though he looks reliable at first glance. I do not know if he can truly be trusted. Let's try this one. Let's see what that one does. You mean to say that he may be using us, or perhaps plans to betray us? I share your doubts, but doing so avails us nothing. Let us return to our own counsels. Frederica, I understand your feelings. I hope you understand mine. She appears indifferent to my plea. Yeah, that didn't go too terribly well. What do you have to say, by the way? Oh, I can go to the city streets? What? There's an exploration here? Did I miss an exploration before? When we were doing another scales vote? I think we might have. Let me do that. What? This is crazy. Byzantians, I'm happy that the provisions Master Sorsley sent are met by joy of your people. Is there anything you would like me to relay to him? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is where we can actually affect some things. I do not think it possible to amass such riches under Hyzanth's system. I hope Minister Sorsley is not giving more than he can afford. Thanks to him, we can rebuild our city. Nah, before that, there is something I would know. What do you think of Mr. as his vassal? Ah, okay. I'm gonna go with vassal is like someone who does work for the guy. I'm gonna go with the top one. Aha, you needn't worry about that, Lord Sarah. No, we live in a wasteland, but the goddess makes sure we want for nothing. These provisions shan't make a dent in Minister Sorsley's coffers. So the goddess showers more blessings upon Minister Sorsley than most? Not so. Her blessing rained down fairly upon all who believe in her. But Minister Sorsley is a generous man who shares the blessing he receives, even with those from other nations. Bestowing her bounty on the unbelievers is unprecedented, but this is a special circumstance. I pray you understand that. A warning, no doubt. Perhaps Minister Sorsley is not so generous as others make him out to be after all. Yeah, see, there we go. That's what I was thinking. What's in here? Any shinies? I don't see any shinies. I don't see anything at all, actually. I'm glad I didn't burn the houses down, otherwise we might not have loot this time around. I didn't expect to have another exploration in the same area. It doesn't look like the statues are still there, though. Statues look like they got taken down. I owe you a debt of gratitude for these provisions. Looks like I'll be able to push on a little longer. Okay. One of the soldiers told me you're the reason we have food now. Thanks so much, Lord Saranoa. You're welcome. That's not really me, though. It's someone else. Yeah, it looks like... I vaguely remember there was something in here, so it looks like you get another chance to maybe get what you forgot in this area. Oh, who are you, friend? Iterant Merchant. Welcome. I have your service today. I've got 5,000. Wow, you got some stuff. Asian ring. Interesting. We can... Doesn't look like he has too terribly much. I don't think I have anything that's really worthwhile to sell him either. I don't know if I get a better... magic attack, HP. I have these rings that I have not equipped on people. I wonder where I picked... I wonder if I just don't have enough space. The pinky ring, iron, quality iron. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff. Like, I don't need 4 of these. Maybe just like 2. Magical attack. Yeah, I think just getting everything down to 2 is probably the better. That way I have some money on hand for other things. Windstone, ice stone, immobility. I haven't seen anybody use any status effects that are too terrible. I did see a paralysis one, so I'm gonna hold on to that. That's a lightning spell. And I did it to myself, so I don't want to talk about it. But still. Alright, let's leave that stuff there for now. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go in here. Was I already in here once? I was not. Because there's shinies. And there's a kitty! There's a kitty! Look at this kitty. Alright, cool. Timber, okay. Quality stone. That's good to upgrade our characters with. Which we have a class upgrade. With the characters as well. Doesn't look like there's anything else. So yeah, there's definitely other stuff to be had. Yep, see, there's range HP. My mom says to thank you for eating again. Thank you so much. My child would off to go to bed with empty bellies and tearful eyes, but no more. Ideal. So wow, we were really in hard, dire straits there. May be able to procure goods and reopen the shop sooner than I thought. Never mind the fact that I ran by his shop and took potentially his shop and took a ranged healing pellet. Sir Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Roland's death. Oh, so they think he's Sir Maxwell. The timing is too convenient. I can't help but feel there's something else going on. Oh. This is proof of his resolve, one which I will support with all my might. Please say no more. I would loathe to lie to my own soldiers. I'd like this one. I know this one's pretty good, but I like this one. I know that your words are an honest man, Lord Saranoa. I can surmise the turn of events from the words alone. I will trust in you and ask no more. All the other soldiers feel the same. You needn't worry about a thing, Lord Saranoa. Thank you. I could not have gotten this far without all of you. Yeah, I didn't want to lie, but I also needed to keep up the ruse. I am as grateful as anyone for Hyzan's provisions, but I can't imagine anyone giving so much without expecting something in return. Yeah, I know. He's asking us to basically become his salt mule. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. No shinies. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. A red anklet. What does that do? Pray tell. Let's go in here. Don't see anything. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything more. What is that anklet? Inventory. Increases strength and magic for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. Oh my gosh, that's super powerful. If you put that on like Julio, he could just destroy people. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything more here. Oh, there's something. Ah, see, I'm glad I turn the camera, everyone. Turn the camera. Look at different directions. Now, is there anything else that I can see? The merchant's there. I don't see anything else. How about you? There's no easy feat fearing all of Minister Sorceley's provisions. It just goes to show how deeply pockets of the saint are. I never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzanth, though. I understand repressed is an understatement. The Saintly Seven are highly revered in the Holy State. Claims of any illicit dealing would no doubt be met with skepticism. Yeah, see? There we go. You learn all about the Saintly Seven. See? There. Yeah, I'm glad I came out here because I really don't think turning him in is going to do us any good without any real concrete evidence. Well, I've already burned my bridge essentially with Frederico. Let's see what here is. Minister Sorceley is involved in trafficking illegal salt. It would be our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may yet not escaped entirely unscathed, but it must be done. Stone wall. Alright, well, here we go. Let's see. I see. So you believe we should follow Minister Sorceley's orders. So there's a locked one here. No, I don't believe this one. Regardless of his motives, we owe him a debt. That's not... We know that this debt is something that is ridiculous. There's no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorceley. This is the one I'm gonna pick. Yeah. The odds of appealing to those in power in another nation and succeeding are certainly not in our favor. We have enough enemies as it is. It would be wise for us not to earn ourselves any more. There is still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorceley's crimes to be reckless course of action? Yes. It is. We have insufficient evidence to take fast. Sorceley's no fool. No doubt he would blindly trust to carry us out. Such an important deal. Shaking Hyzanth's faith in one of the saintly... This one is really what I think it is. But we don't have any evidence. We don't have the information to take action. I like the... It's one of the top or the bottom one. Let's do the bottom one, because this is true. A valid point, the title of saint holds great power in this holy state. In the worst case, we would be considered heathens trying to disturb the peace and make ourselves enemies of an entire nation. It is an outcome we should avoid at all costs. You have made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord, allow me a moment more for a decision. Oh, he's in deep in thought. Okay, so that's good. Let's talk to Erebor. I can't imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to go to Hyzanth and report this no-good minister. Oh, stone wall. Everyone's a stone wall. Everyone. You're actually considering doing his dirty work? Why? Oh, so this one's unlocked. While I believe Minister Exarm would help us find Minister Sorceley guilty, we ought to be careful of him. He is no doubt another trying to use us as his pawn. Minister Sorceley is no fool. He is no doubt wary of our betrayal. Trying to give money and provisions would reporting them not be by... No, that's not what I would lean toward. I think it's this. I want to do this one. Even though we unlocked the other one, I think this one's probably the one I'm going to go with because he's got to be understanding the betrayal at some point. I'm going to do this one. This is a grave crime he's committing after all. That servant of his, Booker, is also nothing to sneeze at. If we're not careful, it could be our heads on the chopping block. Yep. I wish us not to party into these crimes if it can be avoided, but things are not so simple.
Consider this.
I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it, but still, just thinking about dirtying our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. There's another locked option. Okay. If our accusation fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of both in the Holy State, far too great a risk. I understand, but we must do this to see. Please, Erebor, I ask you to bring this. Let's see here. I think this one is where I would go normally, but I'm talking to Erebor, and I have to maybe appeal to his personality. I'm gonna do this one. So you're willing to do whatever it takes for the sake of our house, eh? Then as your master at arms, there ain't no way I'm letting you do it alone. I admire your resolve, lad. See, so I hope that was the right choice to sway him. I need more time to think on it. So he's, okay, cool. So we got him. And potentially is, I think we did that one right.
Lord
to get the outcome I'm looking for. Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorcery. Poor options both. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Serenor. We ought to make for Hyzanth and report. So they will listen to this. I don't want that. I don't want to go to Hyzanth. I want to do this one. And again, Stone Wall, Jeepers. I don't know. We should transport the salt to the duchy. Okay, let's try this one. Again, I'm trying to get that one. Let's see if we can get that one, because that's where I want to try and get the playthrough to go, but we'll see. So I believe it better. You believe it better to do Minister Sorsley's bidding. May I ask why? So there's a locked option. If we know the way House N's illicit operations work, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. There is no harm in gaining Sorsley's trust regardless of what unfolds in the future. I don't like that one. I think I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, because I'm talking to Anna here, and she's a spy, and maybe speaking to her character is like we did with Erebor, the way to play it to get more sway one way or another. I see. It'll be easier to find cracks in their defenses from inside, and it may even give us an opportunity to strike. If that is our aim, I think it well worth the risk. Is there anything else you wish to know? There is. I cannot help wondering if being party to these acts would sully the Wolford name. Our house's honor is trivial at best. No, I don't like that one. Right now, we must do everything in our power to keep our people alive and house standing. So long as we do, there will be a chance to reclaim our honor. Okay, so the words of outsiders likely mean little against the Saintly Seven. If we bring charges against Minister Sorsley, we may just lay... Alright, so I'm going to do this one.
Certainly.
Because again, that leads into what we learned, that the Saintly Seven are, the Saintly Seven. There's a huge power pull that they have that we don't. The Saints hold tremendous influence in Hyzanth. It certainly won't be easy to prove one of them guilty. On the contrary, they may use their position and power to indict us as instead. Okay. An undesirable situation indeed, and one I would rather find ourselves. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. I see now where you stand. Deep in thought. Okay. Well, we've got these three here. So what I'm gonna do now is... Let me see here. Is there anything in the notes? Or did we get some notes? I don't think we got any notes. For like the Saintly Seven or anything like that. I want to read a little bit about that. I guess I can do that off to the side. Okay, we're gonna do the scale and the weight. All right. We'll do the scaling right now. Yeah, and because everyone else, the other three, Huette, Gila, and Roland are on my side. Or, well,
it is time
on the
to
side
cast
I
our
want
votes.
to go.
Do we follow Sorsley's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I think it's interesting that Serenoa doesn't vote, but I guess that's because he's the kind of the mediator.
Forgive me, my lord.
If you wish to sway me, must have no room for doubt. So okay, he wants to do the thing.
Even still.
She's also, I kind of figured I messed up that one. If I could sway her, I would. But so those two are definitely voting to turn him in.
I cannot agree to this.
Oh, I thought I had her, but I guess not.
Just can't see it your way.
Okay, so I think I know where we're going. We're probably going to be turning him in.
Scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'd be very pleasantly surprised if we did. Let's see. Well, all 4 of them, yep. So there we go.
The way forward is
we're
decided.
going to turn him in. Cool. Let's see what happens with this.
We march to
Not what I
Hyzant
wanted, but
and
we'll have fun with
the
it.
minister's
March to
illicit
Hyzant,
dealings.
Illicit dealings. All right. Off we go to Hyzanth in our merry old way.
We have chosen our path.
Yep.
We shall head to Hyzant and alert them of Minister Sorslay's wrongdoings.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna ninja jump out of there? No? Okay. Alright, dwindling light completed. That's the end of that section, chapter, question mark? Yeah, let's save our game. Right there. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna call this episode here, Busy Gamer Dad. We have our next trajectory. We're gonna turn in Minister Sorsley to Hyzanth and see where that takes us. I hope it's gonna be fun, and we have a combat for you guys next time around. Thanks very much. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm still having fun with the game, and I hope you are too. I really enjoy this story and this branching paths. So you'll have to let me know if I'm missing anything, like if I did miss one of the explorations or something like that, or if I missed some key plot point or something like that. And maybe I'll go back on a second playthrough off screen to do that. But thank you again so much, and we'll catch you in the next episode for Triangle Strategy. Later.